Oh, such a bright day. Oh well, it's special as well. It's Halloween. Hey guys, did you see Aditya anywhere? I mean, I tried calling him, but he was offline. You know what? Yesterday he promised me that he has some special content for me on Halloween. Yeah, so I've been looking for him, and he has joined this meeting, but he's showing his laptop scroll bar. What's that? I don't know. Let's see when he comes. Let me set up my headphones well then.
Yo, I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
The, the
Early morning.
magic's done. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
Halloween
Aditya,
morning.
so, yep. And
Yes,
you had promised me that you have some creepy content for me on Halloween.
this will
I'm,
send shivers down your spine. I bet it.
yeah. Okay, so, what's special about today?
It's a creepy pasta. We are looking at creepy pastas. Actually, there will
Okay,
be more to come. So
I see.
subscribe.
Okay, so as we all know that we release our videos only on Mondays, and today being a special day, we have decided to make a special Halloween video about creepy pasta story, which Aditya will be reading out to us, and I am very excited to react to this story and also listen to it. So,
So,
are we ready?
so do you know anything about creepy pastas?
Yeah, I've gone through a couple of their stories, horror stories. Though they are not very true, I mean, they are created by people, fake. Still, they seem quite
Some of
interesting.
them are.
And
It actually began to for real life stories, but then some people were like, "Hell, I'll write fake stories."
see, okay. Yeah, but still, their content is quite good to read when you're bored and to remove your boredom and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's quite not bad.
Especially at night. So
Yeah, night to remove your sleep as well.
no, actually, some people sleep well when they read things like this, like
That's not
me.
in my.
So today's creepypasta we're looking at is Halloween to remember. So the
Okay.
special time for a year is Halloween for every kid. So they go out for
Yeah,
chocolates.
toffees.
お菓子をくれないといたずらしちゃうぞ。
But the origin of Halloween is very sinister. We all know that. If you didn't know
Yeah.
it, but yeah, this was written by someone who's not to be named.
A few years ago, there was one wizard that went as bad as you can go, and was his name was.
Maybe she wrote it down.
No, I can't spell it. All right. John C.
Okay.
So let's get into it.
Okay. So, though it's an unknown source, I hope that the story is quite interesting.
Even I have not gone through it yet. So
Okay, so that's cooler. I
it's
mean,
both a roller coaster ride for us.
yeah.
My friend and I decided to go trick or treating this year. We were teenagers that wanted some candy and to TP houses. We lived in a massive neighborhood, so there was a lot to go around. After 2 hours of going around the streets, egging the and TPing houses, and a very lucky escape from the police, we were ready to end the night. So just getting out with the toilet paper rolls and eggs.
Yeah, so, why were the police behind them, by the way?
They were throwing eggs and toilet papers on houses.
Okay, so it's for that. I initially thought that it was because they went to collect toffees. So that's, yeah, okay.
Uh, these are like, I want to get caught, but I don't want to get caught. So they're
Okay.
like inviting the police.
Hmm. So the police have no Halloween.
Yeah, basically. Or maybe they may go with their kids or something. Who knows? We all stopped at a dark street. We should go. One of my friends asked. Okay, one more street. Another friend replied. I stared down the dark street, unable to see the end. There was something odd about the street, like it didn't belong. The houses were completely different from the ones in the neighborhood. The houses looked abandoned, and there were no lights, either in the street or the houses. I got a bad feeling about this, guys. I said, don't be a pussy, David. We are just gonna egg some houses and leave. If they do call the cops again, we'll sneak out of there. This place is freaking pitch black. My friend replied. So this is like
Okay,
a
so how many were they?
I don't know. There's no number right now. So this is like a typical
Okay,
horror
so
story.
according to
You
Let me talk! Let me talk! Let me talk! Let me
feel
yeah,
there's
so
something
according to the
wrong.
number of friends that have spoken here, there are three, I believe.
Three right now. Yes. So
Yeah.
if you have a bad feeling, why would you go there? Just sit
People like to
calm.
be more adventurous, especially on events like these, Halloween.
It's abandoned houses.
Okay.
Who the hell
So,
will
okay,
go
so
there?
these guys have this actually means that this place was not seen by these boys before this. This is the first time these guys are coming here.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe these are people who sit at home and play video games, or are people who go out and have never seen this side of town. There are sides of town that I have not seen at all. So
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so though the street looked ghostly, they decided to go in there.
yeah, I mean, if it's a dark place, I won't go there without torches or something. Then
Obviously, and this boy has also said that it's freaking pitch black.
yeah,
So that means that it's completely dark, and this must mean that they are out on something great.
yeah. And the other guy is
Okay.
like telling, "Man up and just come with us."
So he's like, don't be a pussy.
Yeah,
Okay, so the name of the narrator, as we read here, is David.
yeah. It's David.
It's David.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
anonymous, but his name is David. Yes.
Maybe he kept a fake name.
Who knows? Or maybe it's
Yeah,
real.
that's possible. Yeah. Okay, so let's not worry about the name. Let's move on with the story.
Yeah. We walked down the coal black street, joking around and telling ghost stories. As I just couldn't help feeling watched. Houses looked very different and didn't look stable. I knew something was up. I knew it. The light from the other street began to become dimmer and dimmer. Okay, we took a bag of eggs and toilet paper. We were cursing and having fun. I almost forgot to be worried. Crack, a loud noise echoed in the street. What was that? I asked. Everybody hide now, my friend yelled.
Okay, so, okay, wait. The first impression that David must have had, or any of the other boys must have had, it's a corpse. But there's something more to this. The story cannot be so interesting if it is the corpse. Okay,
Yeah,
so
obviously.
let me make some of my thoughts of what this could be.
Hellhounds.
Not hellhounds. Wait, let me think. Maybe skeletons, risen skeletons at
Well,
dark.
maybe other people who are going there for trick or treating. Wearing a
Yeah,
skeleton
possible.
suit. Wearing a
Yeah.
skeleton
So
dress.
this David was initially very scared, though he was going there, and later, as they started playing with the eggs and the toilet papers, they stopped worrying about the darkness that they were in, and suddenly there was a long, loud noise. Oh my god! So in dark, these guys are playing, and suddenly there's a loud noise.
Yeah,
Oh.
if there's a loud noise when I'm playing somewhere, I'm booking. I'm just going home. I don't
You know,
care about my
just
friends.
when I heard this, when I heard that there's a loud noise in the street, that gave a thud in my heart. Okay,
Okay.
so then David asked what was that, and he said everybody. He asked everyone to hide,
Yeah,
right? His
that's
friend.
basic instinct. Just hide.
Yeah, just
In
because they think that it's
in
a
the
corpse.
dark
Yeah, yeah.
without
Okay,
flashlights. You're gonna get
let's
killed,
go.
boys.
Hmm.
I saw all my friends scramble around the block. I hid behind a rusty trash can, looking over the edge. I couldn't see anything because it was so dark. I only could see a blue outline of the houses. I took my phone for some light, no signal at all on my cell phone. Didn't they build over a dozen cell phone towers all over the area? Okay, why does he need signal for a
Actually, that's
torch?
not required, right? There's no need of signal if he just wants to use a torch.
I shine my
And
light.
this adds more creepiness to the story. There are dozens of towers around, but still he doesn't get
I
signal.
mean, there are places I don't get proper signal in my house. There are signal
Yeah,
only
see,
next
your house,
windows.
it depends. Even in my house, when I try to connect the Wi-Fi from the bedroom to the hall, it doesn't work at times. I mean, it becomes very weak. So those are possible stuff, but let's just think that this adds to the creepiness of the story.
Yeah.
Let's make it more amusing.
I shine my light towards the street. Okay, he didn't need the signal for the light. Great.
Yeah, obviously. So he just tried to explain that there was no signal on the cell phone. Obviously, he knew that there's no need of signal if he wanted just to just use the torchlight. Simple logic.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Crack. This time it was even louder. I pulled back and looked over again. All my friends were there, standing in the middle of the street. So, what do you think that was? I questioned, walking towards them. They didn't respond. Hello? There's something about your soul I cannot take, but I'll find a way. They all said at the same time.
Oh my god, what is this? So, what is this? His friends got haunted?
If you're saying
Hey,
the,
how could a sound haunt?
I mean, it may be something else that made the sound
Yeah,
that's
obviously,
possessed
there
them,
is
but
something that made the sound, but
I mean,
okay, so
there is
there
something
are
known as
two.
hypnosis that may work on sounds.
Yeah. Okay, so even after he heard the second louder sound, this boy was brave enough to stand up from the place where he was hiding and come
He
out.
saw his friends outside, so maybe
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
they all charged towards me. I ran and ran. The darkness seemed to continue forever. I didn't hear them chasing after me, but I didn't stop. I kept looking for a source of light, or just anybody. I slammed my face into a wall, or got up to see a giant skyscraper outlined in blue, and plenty full of them. It was a city without light. I stood there, completely shocked. A lot of questions flew into my mind. What just happened? Where am I? Can I get back? These questions flooded my mind. A loud growl roared around me. I turned around to see a wolf-like creature blended in hell. I told you it was hellhounds.
Okay, so this sounds like a very typical thoughts that people get when in their dreams and stuff, right? So these are dream-like stories, and this okay, though it's dream-like, this seems very creepy because one, this happened on Halloween night, and two, there was nothing that he saw happen to his friend or saw that made that noise.
Okay,
And
they
do you
were
remember
possessed.
this kind of theme anywhere? Do you remember the story, The Face in the Dark,
Yeah,
by Ruskin Bond?
yeah, the.
Yeah,
But he doesn't find out the source of the blank faces, right?
obviously. The
And
story ends there. He must have died on that spot. Okay, so let's just give a brief about the story by not keeping it a suspense. So the story is basically about a man named Mr. Oliver, and this man teaches in a school on the hill stations of Simla. So basically, he goes to this boy slammed his face into a wall, and
He didn't
he is in
slam
a,
it, he was stopped by the wall. Like you come
yeah,
into a corner, right?
basically,
So you just
yeah,
start
he,
climbing the thing.
yeah, I got that. And he finds himself in a lightless town where there are giant skyscrapers. And as he turns around, he sees that there are some werewolves, wolf-like
Hellhounds.
creatures. Yeah, hellhounds, as you would call them. Yeah.
Shit, I whispered to myself. I stood there looking straight at the creature. I regret my decision after that. I ran as fast as I could, hearing the creature's paw hitting the concrete. I stood at. No, sir. I stopped at an alley. I think I'm okay, I said to myself. You're far from okay, a similar voice responded. So this creature can mimic voices as well?
I don't know.
It said similar voices.
Let's see what happens.
I turned
Maybe.
around to see my army. Oh, shit. I turned around to see an army of people standing. I tried to run, but another group blocked the other side of the alley. A tall man stood in front. He was dressed in black and was wearing a hoodie that blocked his face. What do you want from me? I
Okay.
yelled.
So this creature first turned itself into a group of people, and then now
Also,
we
this
have
was
a
a
tall man
werewolf, like
standing in front of him.
it can transform, it's a werewolf.
Yeah, a werewolf. Yeah.
Or maybe a value.
Okay.
I want your soul, like I did with all your little friends here. I used them to. Oh, yes. I use this realm to capture as many souls as I want. You bastard, I yelled. Oh shit. You're different. Your soul is special and very hard to get. What makes it harder? That you're protected. But no soul is strong enough to keep me out. Get ready to become my puppet. Then they closed in on me. I felt like this was the end, and that I was going to be made his puppet and I couldn't do anything about it. A stereotypical light shone down on me. Not him again, the tall man said. I woke up in my bed with a bag of candies and leftover eggs from last night. I looked at my digital clock and read 7 a.m. 11:11. So after Halloween.
Okay. Okay. So this boy, obviously, so just as I said, this boy was seeing a dream. So this is a dream story. Sounds like a very typical dream story. And okay, so this tall man was basically the one who was hunting souls, and the people around him were most probably the other puppets. It's like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I laid there
So
for
this
a
boy
while.
then finds himself laying on his bed with his bag full of candy and leftover eggs, and it was already after Halloween.
I mean,
It was the 1st of November 2011.
do you ever feel like that some dream is so feels so real that you almost die?
Yeah, so I've had this dream where the next day I wake up and I asked my sister, did this really happen and all that stuff. That happens.
Like someone standing with a knife and beside your bed like this, and they just ask, open
Okay,
this
the tall
package,
man
please.
also happened to say not him again. So where did that sound? Where must have that come from?
I
Not him again.
mean, this may be a real thing that transformed into a dream. Like this light just saved the boy or something. Maybe.
Hmm.
So let's read it.
Maybe possible.
I laid
Okay.
I laid there for
Yeah.
a while and wondered if it was a dream. Whatever happened, I'm safe now. I got up to get ready for school and saw a sticky note on my door saying, I hope I haven't forgotten about you yet. So,
Wow.
end there.
This boy must be having nightmares now.
I will have severe nightmares about after that. Oh, I can't speak now.
Eventually.
Yeah, so what's your stance on this story? And are you excited to
Mm,
read the sequel?
Obviously, see, as I told you always, right? So every emotion and every event that happened in the story did make have that effect on it to bring that enthusiasm in us and that amusement and all that stuff. And just like every other creepypasta, this too was like that. And definitely, the story might create nightmares for me from today, but let's
Yeah,
hope
that's why we are
good
doing it
happens.
in the broad daylight so that we don't get
Yeah,
nightmares.
exactly. Yeah,
I mean, I am okay with nightmares. I get them every day, so.
but I'm not okay with that. Hello, guys. Thank you for watching this new exclusive video of us on Halloween. And if you like the video, make sure to like and share this video as well. And also subscribe to our channel for more creepypasta content. So also do check out our channel on every Monday for our regular videos. So until then, we are the GouL boys signing off.